Hey, what is up guys? GuitarRock here, welcome back to another Zenless Zone 0 video. So if you guys are not aware, they did a drip marketing today for the upcoming characters after version 1.2. Now, Caesar, King, and Burnice, I know you guys are still deciding who to pull, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are still, waiting a little bit, and we got a little bit of news today. So the next character after Caesar and Burnice is going to be Tsukishiro Yanagi. Now, I'm a big fan of her, her design in general, because when I first saw her showcase in the HIA, where she appears alongside with Miyabi, right? She reminds me a little bit of Swimsuit Hanako from Blue Archive. Just a little bit, alright? Not a lot, but hey. Anyways, so I am really excited for her. So let's see what is she all about, and I'm sure you guys are going to be kind of contemplating as well. So as you can see right here, in case you guys are wondering, we can always tell from the symbol right here. So she is going to be an Anomaly electric type. So that is going to open up a lot of possibilities for a bunch of different potential. Now let's have a look at this particular one. I'm going to showcase. Okay, so she is going to be exclusively from Section 6, and perhaps, same faction in Sokaku and Miyabi later on, right? Now this is a JPVA, right? Now I want to talk a little bit more about the meta right now, alright? So, her being an anomaly is going to open up a lot of potential. I think it's a good thing. Damn, look at this huge. And I think a lot of people are speculating that could be lighter next after her. We'll see, because they haven't been a male character for a while. Ooh, the male versus female gender ratio thing again, right? But the truth is, so here is the thing about the drip marketing, right? We all know that Burnice is coming in the second half. Alright, so I figured I want you guys to be very aware of this. She is going to appear in the second half, and Burnice, if you guys are not aware, is going to be a fire anomaly. And right after that, we're going to have her, which is going to be an electric anomaly. So Yanagi right here, does she compete with Burnice, right? Probably there's a chance that she might not compete with Burnice. So what do I mean by compete, right? Even though they are both anomaly type, there's a chance that you could either lean towards the anomaly support, or you could lean towards the anomaly DPS. Now, if she is going to lean towards the anomaly DPS, that means that potentially we're going to have another broken meta character, similar to Jendo. Alright, if you guys are not aware, Jendo is also an anomaly character, but she's much more of a main DPS. She's an anomaly physical. So you can see right now the meta seems to revolve around having anomaly characters to do the DPS. So therefore, you don't really need to run. Number one, is easier to build, in my humble opinion. You don't really need to build crit rate, crit damage. At least for Jendo's case, you focus on building a bunch of attack percent and also anomaly proficiency. So that's how ideally you want to focus on her, and also a little bit of mastery, right? And number two, you don't really need stunner as much, right? So you basically, it feels like it's pretty much set up for you in a very good way. And I feel like there's a very high possibility, there's a very high chance she could be even more free-to-play friendly than Jendo, if you think about it, right? Because Yanagi being an electric type. So right now, if you look at... Now, I am leaning towards her being a similar DPS with Jendo. Now, here is why. So if you look at our roster right now, we already have another anomaly that is kind of similar to the sub DPS kind, and that is going to be, I'm sure you guys are aware of that, Grace. Alright, so Grace is an electric anomaly, and right now some of you guys probably already have her, right? Some of you guys probably already have her built. So I don't see a world where this makes sense for her to just come in and take Grace's spot and basically compete with each other. So there's a very high chance that Yanagi is going to be a character that's much more similar to Jendo in terms of trying to proc the electric damage or shock damage or whatever. And her being a main DPS, that means that, good news, if you have Grace built, it is going to be a relatively free-to-play friendly team that you can possibly figure out. Now, I'm sure a lot of you guys watching this, you either already have Grace, or some of you guys probably already have, what's the name, Rina, right? Rina is a very good electric support. And it's really good if you happen to have Seth as well. So think about this. You can now go for a mono team if you want to, right? So you got like, either Rina, Seth, or one of them could be Grace as well. And then alongside with that, you can basically slot her in if she is going to be the main DPS, which I am very highly likely is going to lean towards that. Now, and I think this is going to be very good as well, because I think a lot of you guys are probably sick and tired of not having a good DPS for the electric type. Like, let's be honest, right? Who is the best electric type right now? Probably, you know, if you want to look at attacker, it's probably going to be Anton. Now, Anton is not bad. He's good. He's alright, right? But the truth is, a 4-star is just not going to compete against 5 stars, right? And I think, like, it feels like electric has the most typing right now in the game. Alright, if you look at it, we got Grace. Now, if you guys did pull for Chingy, right, she's also an option. And everybody gets NB for free. Now, you get a free stunner if you want to, right? Depending on how you want to build it. But I'm guessing, like, if she's much more similar to Jane, though, again, you're probably not going to need a stunner as much. Probably Seth makes more sense to transfer the Anomaly proficiency to her. Very cool. Now, I am leaning towards her myself. I have a feeling that I might be skipping Burnice and pull for her. Now, the truth is, right now, between Burnice and her, like, I'm definitely going to pull Caesar. Alright, upcoming in about 2 more days time, I will be pulling for Caesar, unless the next character maybe like entice me or whatever. But for now, I'm definitely leaning towards Caesar. And Caesar seems to be a very flexible character that fits in every team. And I feel like she's going to be the go-to character, the go-to support, and because she does everything, right? She boosts attack, she also can stun, even though she's a defender, she can also like help you with the giving you a special shield that can resist attacks, right? And she just does so much. Buff 1000 attack, that's probably her bigger selling point, right? Right now, we don't really have any other characters that can do that. And if you're looking for a flexible character, probably leaning towards Caesar. Now, for Burnice, on the other hand, there's not enough information about her, but she seems to be a sub DPS rather than a main DPS. She's not going to compete against Jane though, but you know, in the demo they even show them together, right? Burnice and Jane though in an occasion. So you can see right here, I brought up the live stream specifically to show you guys the developer seems to intend to want to use Burnice alongside with while she's using the ultimate, and then you swap into your DPS. This is Jane though right here, if you guys can't tell, right? They put them in the same team for a particular reason, and it seems like that's going to be the best team for now, right? If you want probably Burnice, Jane though, and then maybe Caesar, like if you can afford it. But if not, maybe just put like Seth in there or something, right? But I like the flexibility. I am a big fan of Anomaly characters in general because you don't really need the stun. Alright, so stunners are, I wouldn't say they are dead, they can still be used alongside with Jane though or Ellen Jo, right? I mean, not Jane though, Zuyan and Ellen Jo. But in this particular team right here, it seems like you don't really need them as much. But yeah, Tsukishiro Yanagi, if you already have Seth, if you already have Grace, Rina, I think her value is just incredible if you're a free-to-play player, but depends on the other 4 stars that appears along her. But we're gonna see tomorrow who is going to be the next other drip marketed character in the next version. Alright, so stay tuned for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, give this video a like. Have a nice day. Goodbye.